Short video, three very different bands. First off, we're gonna start in Canada with Ken Mode. You can be pigeonhole them as a noise rock band, but they're much more heavy, aggressive, evil sounding than that. They've had quite a few releases now. I think they had maybe three before they put out this one, Venerable. That's when I got on board. I heard the early stuff on some MP3s, but this is the first CD I got. I really dig this one. It might be my favorite. And the next album I kind of think of as a brother album. Maybe it's the album cover, but this is Entrench. Another great release. And the one after that, Success. Definitely a strange presentation considering the one following this would be probably their darkest looking one yet, which was Loved. And that album I was very impressed by. I don't have a copy of that yet. And I have not listened to the brand new album, Null. And I think they have one more coming out very soon, actually. So soon I'm going to have three modern Ken Mode albums that I need to get caught up on. And I'm surprised I haven't seen them live because I feel like they like to tour when they can, and they're a Canadian band, but it just hasn't happened yet. But I'm sure I will one day. We're going to move on to a bigger band here, At the Gates. I don't have that many At the Gates albums, really, but I do have their debut album, The Red in the Sky Is Ours. At the Gates formed out of the ashes of Grotesque in 1990. And this is their debut album, and I got this when I was pretty young. I didn't like it. It was really weird, the song structures, all the strings. I didn't know what to make of it. But through the years, its reputation has only grown, and it's a pretty interesting album. Not one I find all that enjoyable, but glad to have it. And they were going to release two more albums and then put out Slaughter of the Soul, following which they would break up initially. So this album came out in 1995, and some people consider this the best death metal album ever, even though I don't think it's a death metal album. It's an extreme thrash album, probably. The best album of the 90s, and even one of the best metal albums of all time. And I do love it. Again, it's a little overplayed, but I don't have any real criticisms. Right now, my favorite song, Under a Serpent Sun, that one was, dare I say, a skip back in the day, and that's really grown on me. They reformed many years later, and they released their first reunion album in 2014 with At War with Reality. And I had that one on vinyl and I sold it. And they released two more albums after that. And I feel like people like the albums. People see them on tour. They get pretty favorable reviews. So they're going to stick around a while. And I've seen At the Gates live twice. I saw them once on the Decibel tour, a part of a package with Val and Fire, Converge, Paul Bearer, and At the Gates. And then I saw them more recently, just this past summer, with Municipal Waste opening, playing At the Gates, Slaughter of the Soul in its entirety, with some old classic songs and a couple songs from the new albums. So it's a good mix and a good show. Final band, Caina. They're a black metal band, to put it simply, but they're a lot more than that. They're from England. They formed in 2004, and I have three of their albums. It's a stretch between 2007 and 2011. I got this CD randomly. I just bought it through mail order. Just giving random CDs a shot, and I really liked it. A lot of different elements in it. I kind of get confused with the one after this, Temporary Antenna. Maybe again it's the album covers just being kind of similar. The album after this, Hands That Pluck. This is a double album, but one song is new material and one song is a reworking of old ones. And after this, they would break up, but I thought they went out on a high note. I really enjoyed this album. I thought it was the best material to date. And then they disbanded, but I don't think it took that long to reform. And they've had several releases since. I'm unaware of them, but I enjoy what I've heard from this band. So one day I'll check it out. Thank you very much. Bye.